Hello, homesteaders. I've been putting out videos, but actually the last couple of weeks have been full of taking care of Cassie. I picked her up on July 21st, that Friday. By Sunday, she was sick, vomiting, running off, and it was red. It had blood in it. And I was able to get to a vet on Monday, come to find out she has Parvo. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Parvo, it is a deadly and highly contagious disease that canines get. Cats can get it too. They're not contagious to both, meaning they can't cross-contaminate each other, but the dog version consists of heart, Parvo, and or intestinal. Luckily, Cassie only had intestinal. So when I went to the vet for 3 days of treatment with no guarantee she would make it, it was going to be like a $3,000 bill. So I went with home care, which was substantially less than that, still expensive, but it has been touch and go. Let me show you what we've had to do. So, hold on, let me flip this camera. This, luckily today, is the last series in her medicine, but she had to take antibiotics for 2 weeks. I had to force feed her Pedialyte with water because dehydration is really the thing that kills them because they stop eating and drinking. Because of the antibiotic, I had to give her 40 flora in her food every single day, which is a probiotic to help counteract the good bacteria that was being killed by the antibiotic, and ProPlan veterinary diets, which is an easy to digest food for Cassie. And Pedialyte, this is a name brand knockoff, but I got some more. She's already almost gone through a bottle of this. In addition, the most horrible aspect is the IV, where I had to stick her almost, the first week I was iffy about it because I was giving her Pedialyte, but then she really started looking bad the last week, and I became worried about how lethargic she is. She's incredibly thin. But she is eating and drinking on her own, which is a great sign. I've been keeping a log of what's been going on with her. And, the unfortunate thing about Parvo is it is, because it's so contagious, you want to make sure you disinfect your entire home and any of the places that she's been. Little did I know that when I was keeping her crated in my bedroom. Which I had to get up for 2 weeks straight, about 2 hours every night to let her out because she's so young. And the last couple of days, I decided that I was going to let her stay in her playpen, which is a space out in the back. I have to keep shoes by the door. I keep rags full of bleach in the laundry room in this sink, just soaking in bleach water. A rag on the floor to step on. And here is her play area with her little potty pads and her playpen, and where I'm keeping her most of the time. Now, I do have someone coming to see her when I have to go into the office. I do have someone coming to see her twice a day on those days. It's only 3 days a week. The rest of the time she's with me. But you guys, I couldn't even show you how lethargic she was. And if you can see, she's still pretty thin. You can see her little ribs and her butt, her little hip bones. But she's showing happiness and promise. You wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? Let's go outside and show everybody what Mama's garden looks like since she's been taking care of you. Alright, so now you guys get to see what a neglected garden looks like. Still have this mystery weed growing. I think it's a rhubarb or something. That's according to Google pics, or that little search thing you can do. But I've got weeds and grass coming up everywhere. My chard looks horrible and dry. I've got eggplant that I have not harvested. They're just in there growing. I just haven't been able to do anything really but water. There's grass everywhere. As you can see, I have not mowed. Got an armadillo out here digging up spaces in the garden, which doesn't help with the smothering of the weeds, but I haven't even been able to bring cardboard out here. Uh-oh, somebody fell. You're just gonna stay there. Yeah, look at my beds. Well, my marigolds, they look kind of fantastic. But oops, sorry, I cleaned this camera. It's doing something weird. Oh my goodness. My cabbages are a little bit lame, and some of them have gone to rotting. Everything has gone to seed. I haven't been able to harvest my beans. My kale is doing perfect. Always kale, hardy. All that lettuce up under there has gone to seed, as you can see. They are looking very weedy right now. I haven't even opened this up. I planned on cleaning it, but see, look at this. That's what's going on with my lettuce. See all that? I've got to come in here. I'm going to pull all of this. I'm going to do a video maybe on cleanup. Cassie, get out of there, baby. My squash got powdery mildew, and frankly, I just stopped picking it. It looks horrible. I've got huge squash in there. They're probably going to go to the compost bin, obviously. Cucumbers are doing fine. I've got some more green beans kind of in the middle here. The peas just shriveled up and are pretty much die. I don't think they can handle Georgia's 90-something degree weather. Yeah, the squash is still producing, but I think I'm going to pull it. I've had my fill of summer squash. There's a few young ones down there I might grab, but that powdery mildew, I wasn't able to treat them. I just wasn't able to get out here. I could water every now and then, but my basil, giant basil tree is coming out of the box. It's fallen over. And my tomatoes that I had to cover because of birds, I still got some coming, but I don't know if you can see, but those little white specks, those aphids, got to come out here and spray for aphids. My intention was to get my compost bin up and going, but I finally, like I said, I just had to make sure that little Miss Thing here was going to live. So what are the next steps? Okay. Next steps are, I have to wait a week and then take her in to get tested. And if she's free and clear of the virus, then I can get her a shot, get her vaccines for the virus. It'll take maybe 6 weeks or so, 6 to 8 weeks to get her fully vaccinated. And then I'll be able to, take her places on vacation, doggy parks, get her socialized, get her trained. All the things that I planned on doing when I got her. Stick her in daycare so she can get some socialization or just, some training camps. And she wouldn't be just stuck in the back of the house all day. That bums me out. But in order for us to get another dog, which, that was the possibility after getting her in about a year or so, getting another dog when, you know, so my husband and I can have dogs together and just, you know, rescue another pup from one of these shelters. But we've got to completely disinfect the yard. We've got to pick up all of the disinfected, you know, not disinfected. We have to pick up all the contaminated poo. And then we have to disinfect the yard with like a bleach or oxygenated hydrogen peroxide, accelerated hydrogen peroxide mix. So pretty much bleach the house. You don't have to bleach your clothes. You can, you know, kill that with like hot water and washing, but it stays in your carpet. It stays in, you have to seriously clean your home, because if you bring in another animal that has parvo, or not has parvo, the animal will get parvo if they have not been fully vaccinated. And say you come to someone's house and their pet had parvo. You can take that pet, you can go to another person's house who says has a puppy that isn't vaccinated, and that puppy can get it and die. So it strikes a lot of unvaccinated, you know, pups, because obviously they haven't been alive that long and they haven't gotten their vaccinations. But I need to call the shelter because I gave them receipts and they said they were going to get back to me. Where did she go? Cassie. Oh, God. Wrangling puppies. They said that they would see about trying to help me out with the costs. Don't know if that's going to happen or not, but anyhow, I just wanted to give you guys an update. Some of my videos are just backdated just because, but man, I got a ton of eggplant. Can't wait to show you guys the harvest of that, and hopefully I can get my garden in order. Cause yeah, it's a mess and I really miss being out here, but she just wasn't in any place. I mean, she would just come out here, and you see how she's plopped down? She would do this. She'd plop down, but yet she was just out like a light. She wouldn't respond to her name being called. She looked depressed and she looked miserable. And just like human beings, you know, when animals get sick, they don't feel all that great. So anyway, it has been a struggle, you guys. Here I'm thinking, oh, I'm just gonna get me a cute little puppy and yay, that'll be it. But no, I've got to go through this yard because I didn't know what to do. Luckily, I kind of know the places where she's used the restroom, but I've got to go find this poop, and really it's the diarrhea, the throwing up, that's what dehydrates and kills them. And if you want another dog, you better get a dog that's already vaccinated. And then they say your dog may, a dog, even though it's been vaccinated, may get it. It may not be lethal, you know, or just make them super sick, because there's variants. There's variants on the drug, kind of like the flu or COVID, right? Peach trees, I still got peaches coming. The ones that aren't covered, the gross. The the birds have been taken care of. I'm getting ready to pick the rest of these because pretty much the tree is done. So anything else is just for the animals to enjoy. But I hope you all are out there doing well. I'll do a video. Maybe you can guys see how I can get my garden in order. It's just gone to pot. But we have so much food. I still have just tons of tomatoes and cucumbers and chard, and the lettuce I'm not too worried about. Lettuce grows fast. I can start some more pretty easily. I have another bed I need to put out. But for now, Cassie's doing great. I'll update her status probably in about a week or so. And I think I'm going to do a video pretty soon because I need to get this compost bin taken care of. I think I guys told you, but there's a whole trash saga But anyway, hope you all are doing well. I'm tired. I'm going to go lay down, and we'll talk to you next.